Let's talk about the team member who is incredibly kind, they're loyal, they try so hard, but is consecutively failing at their job. Like, why is covering for them a form of negligence?
We've all had that employee, right? They are super nice people, super joyful, super positive. They're loyal, so they're showing up every day. They're doing the best that they can, but they're consistently failing. And it's not that they're a bad person. It's more they're probably the wrong fit for the role that they're in. But covering for them because you like them is probably the worst position you can be in, because you're not being compassionate. You're truly being negligent and hurting the entire team by doing it. So welcome to the lab. Now we're in phase 4. And today we're going to be talking about the compassion paradox. So tune in. We got some cool stuff for y'all.
Now, thinking about this wrong fit and not really being in that right location or ability, you call this the compassion paradox. What happens to the rest of the team when a leader mistakes affection for leadership?
Yeah. So mistaking affection for leadership it's a trap. What it actually ends up doing is you're going to have this employee that's destroying your standard that you set for the team. Your high performers, they're going to resent carrying the weight of your indecision. And then everybody else is going to then start to get this nonchalant attitude because they're going to like, this person ain't meeting their goals. They haven't met their goals for X amount of time. Why am I here trying to do it? So what you're going to end up doing is lowering the standard of your team when you're just trying to be nice. And that's not great leadership.
Now, firing a genuinely good person is argued like, people won't like that. That's like the worst part of leadership, they'd say. How do you apply love and grace when you're making this type of call?
Yeah, these are the hard decisions, right? Leadership, I tell it all the time, is not easy. These are some of the hard decisions that you do, but if you truly care about them, you got to set them free. So grace is just acknowledging that firing a good person hurts. Like it's a hard thing to do. Because they're a good person and you want them so bad to be successful. But love, in the most purest form, is telling the truth, right? It's really helping them understand that failing daily destroys self-esteem, and you need to set them free, get them into a place where they actually can win.
Now, a lot of people might be wondering this part. How do leaders get to that clarity on whether it's a good time to let somebody go? Walk us through the blank slate test.
Yes, the blank slate test. It starts with a simple question. And the question is, if this role was open today, knowing what I know now, would I hire this person again for this role? And we all know the truth, right? If the answer is no, you got to initiate the transition. It's truly understanding, like, is this person the best fit for the role? Now, we'll say this. In situations like this, depending on the size of your organization, it's not always as black and white as just to kick somebody out the door. It may be identifying their specific skill set, finding a different role in maybe another line of business, a different role in a different group that better aligns with what they do well so that you can put them in a place to be successful. So don't take this as a black and white of, hey, every nice person that's not making it, you got to like kick them to the curb. But it's understanding that they're not in the right role, and let's find the right role for them.
All right, now look, I got to ask you, what's the final word on trying to save that failing employee?
Don't save them. They don't want to be saved. No, but you can't love someone into being competent, right? So you've got to make the hard call. You've got to make that decision and have those honest conversations. But that truth and transparency will help them, help you, and help your team. That's our time for today. So if you have questions or if you have something that you'd like to add, a scenario that really hit that, what I want you guys to do, tap in. Drop something in the comments, send me a note, hit my inbox, let me know what you're thinking. I appreciate y'all, and like I always say, let's get to work.